with French international Mike Maignan mocking the IFAB's new rule changes coming to 2023-24 on Twitter. The sarcasm and humor of it made me wonder why we don't see more personality like this in football these days. One of the new rules, under Law 14, the penalty kick states that the goalkeeper must not behave in a manner that fails to show respect for the game and the opponent, i.e. by unfairly distracting the kicker. Maignan's response: new IFAB rules for penalties in 2026. Goalkeepers must have their backs to the shot in case of stoppage, indirect free kick. This comes after the penalty shootout in the final of the Qatar World Cup, where Argentina goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez fooled about before and after every France penalty, ultimately winning the shootout for his country. The rule changes have caused quite a stir with fans and media around the world, and it begs the question: is personality in football slowly fading away? If we look back through the years of footballing history, every decade has had its fair share of characters. From party animals like Paul Gascoigne to hard men like Vinnie Jones and Roy Keane, football has never failed to produce iconic individuals. Vinnie Jones, left, and Paul Gascoigne, right? In modern-day football, though, these individuals are few and far between, and, unfortunately, it's the media's fault. The media has always been a thorn in the side of professional footballers and managers for years, invading privacy, asking ridiculous questions and probing for anything controversial. Think back to February of this year when Jurgen Klopp defended his decision of refusing to answer a question earlier on in the season, saying, "It is not easy and you know it. It is not disrespectful when I say you cannot deal with it. Some of you make massive things of what I say, and it is not my intention." To combat the media, footballers are pushed by their agents and clubs to be media trained. This media training has converted interesting and passionate players into dull, emotionless robots. Every post-match interview and press conference feels the same questions being asked accompanied by painstakingly boring answers like, "You know, it's good to get the 3 points" thrown in every 3 or 4 sentences. Nowadays, with the amount of media that athletes have to put up with, it's just easier to be safe than sorry. Yet, we're at a point where Thomas Muller calling Robert Lewandowski is considered newsworthy. That segues us smoothly into the rise of social media. As if the media wasn't too much to handle for professional footballers already, social media has amplified the situation tremendously. As the internet is so vast and accessible to anybody, everything that's ever recorded can be criticized, pulled apart and joked about, meaning any slight mishaps when speaking or playing can come under scrutiny for everyone to see. Footballers are celebrities, whether they want to be or not, meaning they all have an image and brand to protect. Any bad publicity can damage this brand, ultimately ruining reputations and money-making possibilities. This is why we see PR managers for players' social media accounts. As a player, why bother trying to express your personality online when it could land you in hot water?
But we in Bayern, we have Robert Lewandowski. You know, Robert Lewandowski.
Football is more than just the play itself, it has to entertain as a whole. Sport is in the entertainment business after all. Yes, the majority of the joy we get comes from the things on the pitch, but it's the personality and individualism of the players and coaches that makes it even more meaningful. Fans want to see storylines and characters. Arsene Wenger in the stands at Old Trafford, Joey Barton speaking French in an interview while at Marseille, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, well, just Zlatan in general. If all of that dies, we may as well be watching simulated FIFA games. Today's game has become so performance-centric that we're losing out on the flair, creativity and charisma that makes football the most popular sport in the world. It may be that sooner rather than later we lose personality in football altogether.
Nobody talked about the shot that Landreau would have been happy to see. You know, he didn't see the ball, never mind have a chance to save it. Me, I'm surprised that people in France speak about this. It's normal in England, and maybe it takes me 1 or 2 games to adapt. The one criticism of the French league is it's a little bit boring. You know, and I can understand. You know, I watched Lille yesterday. They have 10 men and they're happy to lose 1-0. You know, they have 10 men, and for me, you might as well lose 5-0 as 1-0.